Hey guys, Kelly here. If you've not been to my channel before, welcome. Thank you for coming and spending some time with me. And if you've been here before, hey, welcome back. I'm glad to see you. So I wanted to share with you guys today some observations that I've made about therapy. So for those of you that are new to me, in case you don't know, I am a lupus warrior, and this is a shameless plug for some of my lupus merchandise. I'll put the link below. But I wanted to share with you guys some things about therapy, or you might need therapy if, kind of like that Jeff Foxworthy thing, here's your sign, you might be a redneck if. Well, you might need therapy if. So for me, coping with something that's never going away, it's one thing I think if you've got a solution to a problem and there's an end in sight. When you are battling something like lupus, it is incurable and it is typically not going anywhere. So for me, lupus has really wreaked a lot of havoc on my life. And next month in February will be the 4-year mark for me. And I realized, I guess maybe a little more than a year ago, that I actually needed some help coping with the things that were happening mentally and physically where my body was concerned. And mental health, guys, is just as important as your physical health. If you haven't figured that out yet, then I'm here to tell you that that is truly the case, because your mind can make you do things that you just never even thought you were capable of. So one of the first things that I wanted to share is you might need therapy if you go for days on end without showering, without wanting to get dressed, or without getting dressed. If you're sleeping in your clothes, I'm kind of guilty of that one. You might need therapy because that's not normal, number one. Number two, it is indicative of just not kind of caring, because again, that's not normal. And so that's something that you might want to review and see if that's something that you're doing. And I think that if you're not really thinking about it, if you don't go anywhere, if you no longer work outside of your home, it is not really something that you may think about consciously. So I'm letting you know, pay attention. How many days? When was the last time you washed your butt? And when was the last time you put on some clothes? So again, I've been kind of guilty of that when I sleep in my clothes sometimes, and I realize that that's not even my way. So you might need therapy if that is one of your things. If you spend more time in bed, even on days when you can move about. So for me, I did a video last week, I think it was, about 9 ways to make money while laying on your butt. Because I spend a lot of time on my butt. I'm on my butt right now on my sofa. And I realized that there are days when I could get up and I could be out and I could be doing things, and I will honestly just be like, it's too much effort. I'm just not I'm gonna lay right here in bed. I'm gonna order food. I'm gonna lay on my sofa. And those are days that I could be out enjoying friends or doing something, but I just feel like, I just don't feel like it. And so that can become a habit and a problem. So you might need therapy if you're spending more time in bed, even on days when you don't have to be in the bed. Okay. You might need therapy if you become very antisocial. I know for me, here where I live, I've got friends literally that are a 5 to 7 minute Uber ride away, and they are always willing to come over here, bring their computers, sit and chat with me. I had a friend the other day come and spent the whole day with me. But there are times when I feel a little lonely, but I just don't feel like talking to nobody. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to laugh that day, I guess. I don't want anybody bringing me smiles. I don't know what that's about. But there are times when I feel like I should send somebody a message and say, hey, come see me, come visit with me. And I know that they will, and I just don't. And it's funny because one of my friends has said, I try not to bug you. I know that you want your space. And really, sometimes it's just not that. I just don't feel social. And for a person that is a natural extrovert, that's something that is, again, not necessarily normal for me. And so if you're that person that is an extrovert and you're not wanting to be bothered, not wanting to talk to people, wanting folks to just get the hell away from you, then chances are you probably need therapy. You might need therapy if you are foregoing things. Sorry guys, I'm reading the list. If you are foregoing things that you typically enjoy. And let me explain what I mean by that. So for me, there are a few things that I actually enjoy that doesn't take a lot of energy, that doesn't take a lot of effort. One of those things is literally just getting dressed. I typically get up in the morning, shower, or get dressed, and I'll, fill in my little eyebrows, put on some earrings. A lot of times I'll put on a necklace or whatever. And even when I'm not going anywhere, I still tend to get dressed. And I've just been foregoing all of that. I don't usually leave the house without filling in my eyebrows. I've gone out a few times. I'm like, who the hell knows me? Nobody's going to care. And I've not put on earrings. I've dressed like Rainbow Bright on crack. Like I left here the other day in flowered leggings with long blue socks because it's cold outside. Look, hold up. Wait, let me show y'all. Right now, because it's cold, I am in a fleece blanket and my heating pad. I'm freezing. But anyway, so I've just kind of little things. I mean, how much time does it take to put on a pair of earrings? Not very long at all. And I've just kind of been foregoing that thing. Even just one of the other things, I like to make purses. And a lot of times I can just sit on my bed and create purse patterns. And I've just been like, don't want to do it. So if you're foregoing things that, again, you have the energy for, there are things that you typically find fulfillment or joy from, and you're just like, nope, I'm just not going to bother with that. You might need to see somebody. All right. And then the last one is, if you are constantly feeling sadness, even on joyous events, then you might need therapy. Because, and I'll give you an example. If you're going to graduation, happy occasion, and you're looking at these young people, they're excited, they're waving their caps and running through and hugging people, and you're thinking, I used to be able to run. I used to have enough energy to wave things in the air. They're just starting their lives and all I'm doing is sitting on my sofa. If that is you, you should probably talk to somebody. Now, I will tell you that in the Black community in particular, I can't speak of any other community because I'm not all a mother folk, but in the Black community, talking to a therapist is usually considered taboo. People tell you, oh, you just need to pray about it. Or if you go see a therapist, they're like, oh, well, she must be crazy. You must be crazy if you don't get the help that you need. I'm being facetious, but, honestly, there is absolutely nothing wrong. You have much to gain by speaking with a therapist. I started seeing a therapist a little more than a year ago. I was obviously very open to the idea of speaking with someone. She has really helped me to see a lot of the blind sides, things that I was like, I got a handle on this. And then she would ask me questions and I was like, well, I don't have a handle on that at all, and it has helped me to recognize some of the things that I've mentioned here with you guys. And it's also helped me to look for other things to find joy, if that makes sense. Because most of the time you're going to therapy, it's not because you're happy, it's because you're having issues and there's a problem. And so she's helped me through a lot of my problems, and I still got some, y'all. So let me tell you, lastly, what made me decide to do this video. For the past week or so, and it's been more often than that, but for whatever reason, it just kind of hit me yesterday, if you will, when I literally left the house yesterday in clothes that I'd slept in from the day before. I didn't draw in my eyebrows. I didn't put on any earrings. I looked kind of crazy because of what I was wearing. And I was like, you're just going, and I didn't just go to the store. Like, I was all downtown in different places. It was like I was out for the day, just looking crazy. And I realized that there's something wrong when you're willing to go out in the clothes you slept in, and you slept in your clothes. So that means I slept in my clothes, I did not shower, and I didn't care what I looked like. And for anybody that knows me, completely uncharacteristic. So I decided, you know what? These are things that you should share because maybe somebody else is dealing with this exact same feeling. So I hope that this helps somebody. If you have not subscribed to my channel, especially if you're battling a chronic illness, I usually will post videos relating to that on Fridays. Tuesdays, it's a crapshoot. You get what you get on Tuesdays. I just be feeling myself. So hopefully you will like, subscribe, share, do all them positive things with this video. And I will see you guys in the next round. Thanks for watching, and ciao.